this point will be depending on what area you are positioning how tall you're gonna need your tripod. So at this point, you would want to go ahead and turn on your camera and then make sure that you are at the right location. So if you need to zoom out, if you're doing the abdomen or legs, then you would start to lower your tripod to get the right positioning. It doesn't do us any good if we're picturing her face or her neck if we are doing a treatment for the abdomen. Okay, at this point, you want to make sure you ask your patient to do a genie position, and you can always demonstrate to them. So they're going to put their hands against each other like that. And for body, we of course want to make sure they're in the right gown if they need to. We do have disposable undergarments, shorts, bras, underwear, and we also have the gowns for them to use. You would go ahead and have them go all throughout the circle. The way you would take the pictures, you would ask your patient to inhale. As they're inhaling, you're going to go ahead and get ready to take your photo. You will go ahead and ask them to exhale as relaxed as they can be. They'll be when they're finished exhaling. So once they're done exhaling, you can go ahead and take the photo right there. You would just hold it still until the photo is taken. This makes sure that we have the most relaxed position for the patient and we're getting accurate photography. If you just ask them to pose, they're gonna go ahead and naturally suck in their tummy, go ahead and go into a flattering position for them. So you wanna make sure that we are capturing what we want to target. At this point, you would ask the patient to move their feet against the tubes, and you would do the same thing. Have them inhale. As they're exhaling, you would go ahead and take your photo.
It's important to know that some people get tired, so the genie position, as you can see, has dropped. So it's important, and it's covering part of the abdomen. So you want to ask them again to please raise. Inhale, exhale, and now it's time to do it. Of course, our patient's not nude, but you could see the belly actually drop. We want to see the most amount of fat that patient has before we start treating them. So if they suck in their gut, which is typically what people want to do upon their first treatment, or they stick out their butt, or they stay on one leg and not position well, then yeah. So we don't want any sexy poses. We want the ugliest, most least flattering. So all the gut and all the areas that we're treating are exactly at their worst.
And if you need to, the tripod will only go as low, but let's say if we need to capture thighs, calves, whatever it might be that we can all do with the tripod, you can always make sure that you have a grip of your camera. And then to remove it from the tripod, you're just going to go ahead and press on it and let it go. You can move the tripod to the side, and you can position yourself to get the right angle. Now, be mindful that once you position yourself, it also has to be comfortable for you, because you have to hold that position to get the same angle for all the positions. If you need to, you can go ahead and grab the stool, sit yourself so you're able to have more stability. Let's say we're capturing the thighs, we would do the same thing. It's no use for us to take the photo like this if we need the thighs. So we would go down right to where we need them, and we would have her go ahead and go all throughout the circle to take the right photos. Again, you want, like Dr. Kormeili said, the most flattering photo possible. So we want to get them to a super relaxed state. And we would just have our patient go to number 3, then number 4.
Until they're finally, their back is facing us.
Just once.
Now, this is where people tend to really accentuate their butt. They usually stick it out or push it in. So you want to make sure that they're relaxed. So put them back in a genie position. Okay, and then let them exhale. And now you can see their true gut. Now, obviously, this patient is not wearing disposable underwear, but this is a good example of if they're not wearing a thong we give them underwear, please roll it up so you can actually see the gluteal muscles and skin. If the underwear is covering the entire area here, then it's pointless. So ask a patient to roll it up. You can show them this photo. Obviously, you don't want to be the one doing it without permission.
Perfect. So we, depending again on the area, you would position yourself either with a tripod or by your hands, and you would go ahead and have them go around the circle. So after that, you would go to number 2. Again, inhale, exhale, take your photo at exhale. Then you would have them move to the 3. Same thing, inhale, exhale, relax position. You take your desired photo, then go to the 4th, and that would be completing the full circle. You would take your last photo then, and if we were treating 2 different areas, you would have to do the circle twice, or you can go ahead, if let's say we're doing abdomen and glutes, you would have them, when you're taking the 1 position, do 1 of the abdomen, then lower, inhale, exhale, do thighs and glutes. Or you can do 1 full circle just of abdomen and then another full circle of the glutes.